Let's have a look at this question. It says if the speed of the train is increased by 3 kilometers per hour, it will reach the destination 40 minutes earlier than the scheduled time. If the speed is decreased by 2 kilometers per hour, then it will reach 40 minutes late. Find the distance traveled by the train in kilometers, its usual speed in kilometers per hour, and its usual time in hours, right? Now, before we do this question, let's understand a few concepts about time, speed, and distance. Speed into time is what? Distance. So if my speed becomes, let's say 4 by 5 times of the original speed, then my time should be multiplied by what fraction in order to keep the distance same? My distance should be speed into time, correct? So my time value should be multiplied by what? 5 by 4 in order to keep the distance same, right? This is one concept. The second concept that you need to use on this particular question is, let's say if your speed from 50 goes up to 20, then this 20 is what fraction of the original speed? It is 20 by 15 times of the original speed, isn't it? 20 by 15 times of 15 will give you what? The new speed, which is 20, right? So how do I get down to this fraction? That we need to understand, and this relationship is what we need to understand. So when 15 becomes 20, then it will become 20 by 15 times of the original value. Then time will become what? 15 by 20 times of the original time, right? So that's the relationship we will be using to solve this question. Okay, so let's move on to the question. If the speed of the train is increased by 3 kilometers per hour, let's say suppose the speed of the train is A and the time period is B, so the distance turns out to be equals to C. Now A has increased by 3 kilometers per hour, so the value of A has become what? The value of A has become A plus 3, correct? So this has become what fraction? It has become A plus 3 times A plus 3 divided by A times of A, right? So the new speed is actually what? A plus 3 by A times of the original speed, which is A, correct? So what will happen to my value of B? My value of B should actually become A by A plus 3 times of B. Then the distance will remain the same, correct? So now what are we looking at? The value of B has decreased from the value B to A by A plus 3 times of B. It has decreased for sure. Why? Because look at A by A plus 3. The denominator is greater and the numerator is smaller. So the value of B has decreased. So decreased by how much? That will be nothing but B minus of A by A plus 3 times of B. If you solve this further, it will turn out to be B times of A plus 3 minus of A divided by A plus 3. And this value is given to me on the question, which is 40. So A will get cancelled out. So I will get my first equation, which says what? 3B divided by A plus 3 should be equals to what? 40, right? This is my first equation. Now, similar to this, we can generate another equation where the speed is decreased by 2 kilometers per hour. In that case, the time has increased by 40 minutes. The travel time has increased by 40 minutes. So the value of A came down from A to A minus 2, right? Now, once again, A minus 2 is what fraction of A? That is going to be A minus 2 divided by A times of A. So what will happen to the value of time? The value of time will become A by A minus 2 times of the original time, which was B, in order to keep the distance same, right? So B has increased from the value of B to A by A minus 2 times of B, correct? So what is the increase? A by A minus 2 times of B minus of B. That value should be equals to 40 given on the question. So you can take your value of B common. It will become A minus of A plus of 2 divided by A minus of 2 to be equals to 40. So A will get cancelled out. What will you get as your second equation? You will get 2B divided by A minus 2 is equals to 40. Now look at these two equations. The right hand side value is actually same for both these equations. So I can equate the other two parts which are there on the left hand side. So can I then simply say that my 3B divided by A plus 3 must be equals to 2B divided by A minus of 2. So my value of B will get cancelled out. What will we get? We will get 3A minus of 6 is equals to 2A plus of 6. So my value of A will turn out to be what? 12. Now understand this thing. that I've been adding 3 to the value of A, I've been subtracting 2 from the value of A, and 3 and 2 were in kilometers per hour. So A had to be in kilometers per hour. So my value of speed will turn out to be 12 kilometers per hour. Now what happens to B? Now look at all of the values of B that we have used. We have equated it to what? 40, right? So 40 was in minutes. So the value of B that you will get when you will put it back into any one of these two equations, you will get the value of B in minutes. So let me put the value of A over here to get the value of B. If I put it over here, 12 minus 2 will become 10. So 2B will become equals to 400 and B will become equals to 200. Now 200 is in minutes. Let me convert this into hours. So 200 by 6, which will be 10 by 3 hours. So what will be the value of B in terms of hours? It will be 10 by 3. And that is when I can multiply 12 and 10 by 3 to get my value of distance, which was C in this case. And 10 by 3 into 12 will turn out to be 40 kilometers. So the value of C, which is the distance, should be 40 kilometers. The value of B, which is time, should be 10 by 3 hours. And A value should be equals to 12, which is the speed. So first thing that is given in the option choice is your distance. So distance turns out to be 40. So my first two options, and then followed by speed, which is 12. So 40 and 12 should be the answer, option